Hello and welcome to the Gman 4D recap. I'm Cornite, obviously from the channel name and stuff. And with me is our usual my usual co-host, Failfish. Okay, say hello.
Hello.
And also special guest of Dr Hepp.
Hello.
Cool. And we have some viewers. Excellent. At least two.
I think one of them is me. I think.
Oh wait.
Yeah, and one of them are me.
So, okay, so we're all watching it then. Great.
We're watching ourselves.
But anyway, so first, I guess we've talked. Let's have a look at your team, Dr. Hepp, and let me just ask you quickly: how long have you been playing Blood Bowl for?
This is my 4th season in total. I played in college as Norse with the Ornen. I played in minors as Chaos. Then I still thought that AJ3 is sucky, so I switched over to Pro Elves, and this is my 2nd season with this Pro Elves team.
Because you liked the AV7 of the North so much, you decided.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a firm believer that you will get more value out of AV7 adding a stat on movement and agility than having more AV.
Yeah. And did your Chaos team get horribly killed?
Yes, but that was a few seasons afterwards in Upstarts.
Okay. And this is your new. This is a newish team. Did you say?
This is the 2nd season with them.
Yeah.
So, I've had most of the players are actually brand still from the get-go. If you don't see a 2.0 on them, they are from the basic team.
So you've basically replaced one blitzer, and that's the only player who's also got an injury.
Yeah, exactly. That one and my thrower have died before.
Yeah.
But Brussels and Lustrous is new for the season. I bought them in through the player market since I needed some guard.
Nice.
And Mighty Blow.
That's a pretty good couple of purchases.
Yeah, I traded away a thrower for them, but I'm still feeling the team is doing very well.
It's Pro Elves and you survived for 2 seasons. That's very good.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
I'm seeing an elf team that's not injured enough yet.
Yeah,
exactly.
9 players is too many players.
And I checked on the bounty board, and aerodynamics was bounted within the first 30 minutes, I think.
I think I did that actually.
Yeah, you did.
Come on, man. Just strength 4 AG5 just needs to die.
Yeah, it's totally understandable. It's funny there. He's so good. It's ridiculous how good he is.
Has he single-handedly won you a lot of games already?
Oh yeah, very much. All I need is him, the other Agile 5, or another catcher, really, and I'm all good.
Yeah, should be. High wrinkles.
You need you need a you need a ball sacker, really, don't you? Preferably an Agi 5 leaping wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
lineman.
Frogman.
Yeah, I need a frogman. So I'm in a bit of a dilemma there, where I want that I don't know what skills they are gonna be giving next, but
as in, you don't know what aerodynamics and Brussels Crow are going to get next. You mean? Or...
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you get another double on Brussels, would it be piling on?
I don't think so, because AV7 is a pain.
He's going to get hit anyway. You might as well, you can only foul once a turn, but you can hit someone loads.
Yeah, but I'm kind of curious of giving him Frenzy or Tackle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Frenzy, because it's basically a pseudo punch again mechanic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And with movement 8, I can surf people very well.
Yep. And dodge means you can kind of dodge away from dangerous things and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd actually be more. I'd rather give him Tackle personally.
Or Tackle.
Yeah.
It's because I might give Andynamics Tackle just so he can be a better ball sack and not feel like I need more Tackle than 3.
I like Frenzy, especially on Strength 4 players. I think.
Yes.
I think it means you're less likely to frenzy yourself into trouble, and also if he's your ball carrier, you can frenzy your way through screens and stuff, which I think is really useful.
Yeah.
But
Hang on, I just noticed something. Did you actually make a typo on your number 2 player there?
Under
Pavement
my
Thunder.
number 2 player. Which one?
Pavement,
you mean
Pavement Thunder?
the Pavement Pounder. Maybe.
Oh
It says
yeah,
Pavement Thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Does he make puns, or is he supposed to hit things?
No, so I'm dyslexic, and trust me, there's gonna be some typing errors in my
I mean,
team.
this does mean that he will survive every single match.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you actually want him to die, so he can actually find a good
Actually,
replacement.
I had a thrower that I had the David Bowie face that Spock logo got, and I wanted it dead so much, but the other better cat thrower just straight up died instead.
That's nice.
What the hell? Yeah.
What the hell?
I like the team.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's for a pro elf team. Like every time I've played pro elves, everyone dies, and every time I play against pro elves, I tend to kill like most of the team as well. So like my experience with pro elves is they melt. Not
they can implode at any second, but I think my strategic of being super duper aggressive with them is something that throws people off, kinda.
Yeah, that's how I play with Skaven, where basically you make the game about the ball so that your opposition don't have as much time to hit you, essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The most dangerous thing for me is the LOS, basically.
Yeah.
And I always curse when it is the LOS because often 3 or more players are getting kicked out.
And you got quite a high team value as well, haven't you? Relative to everyone else, so you're not going to be except for the Norse.
Which I'm facing next week.
Okay.
Or this week, I meant.
Okay, cool. So you haven't played your match day 2 game yet?
No, I have not.
Excellent.
It's planned to be this Monday sometime. He had a bit of difficulty telling what time, but I gave him a bunch of times and.
You mean time zone problems?
Yeah, no, not really. More like I'm working, he's working.
He
said something, I said something.
Yeah.
We will figure that out.
Cool. So a few games have been played, but we're gonna try and hide them to the best of our ability, at least until we get to talking about the future. He says, instantly showing it on screen for 30 seconds.
That being said, I think we should go on to the actual recap.
Yep. So let's start with the top. And yeah. It was like I can't help it. That's where Cyanide wants to go.
It's Bubble.
Yeah.
Bubble.
I mean, I was on day 1 when I looked at teams, and when you go back to it, it automatically put me back to day 2. Or no, it doesn't, does it? Anyway, fine, whatever.
It doesn't.
No,
whatever.
Oh well. So no one will have noticed, so it's fine. We can just carry on.
we can just cut those 2 seconds out.
Yeah. So to start off with, we've got Darkside versus the Nurgle Community College 0-0 draw.
Yep.
I can't. We made some what's the word? Looking into the future,
Predictions.
That's the one.
Not really predictions.
Didn't we?
I think the schedule wasn't ready yet when we did the.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. No, we didn't know who was playing who, so there was no way for us to do that. So that was Finns against.
No, it's Bucket of Lithium.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Finns is an anime team.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see. Bucket of Lithium. Got it.
So that was Finns again. Not Finns. Bucket of Lithium against Stilgar. So the Dark Elves versus the Chaos.
Yeah. 0-0.
Yeah. Kind of boring, I guess.
Well, surprising, because you'd think that all the Agi 4 that Striker had would have,
been able to score.
Yeah.
Some faction.
I think so.
But how did the ball occupation look though? Because that most likely will tell a story of. Yeah, so 18% of the opponent's half for the Dark Elf side, and 25% occupation of their own half as well. So basically, the ball has been on the ground for a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, half the game, the ball was in no one's possession.
Yeah, and half the time, one quarter, it was on the opponent's half side.
Yeah.
On the hands on their own half. So it looks like have been a ball punching fest.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think a surprising number of Dark Elf coaches basically pick them as the Elfie Bash team, don't they? So
Yeah.
Well,
but so they are also.
Yeah, but that also
they
means
are the bashiest elves.
They are the bashiest elves, but that might explain why you see so many really beaten up Dark Elf teams in Rebbl.
Right, because they bash too much.
Because they're still an elf team. They're still they still got no mighty blow.
They're still an elf team. They're still AV8. They can still be punched out with just regular dice.
Yeah, and they're also quite slow, which I have a difficulty with.
Yeah.
To be fair, actually, Bucket of Lithium does have an Agi for Chaos Warrior of his own. So I imagine when he had the ball, it was on a block strength 4 player.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, might have been so.
Didn't really work out, it seems.
No, and no Kaz, wasn't it?
There was no permanent casualties. No, I think. Actually, one of the linemen on the Dark Elves got MNG'd. But he's back now because the game's already been played.
But I was looking at the Chaos side, so they haven't. They've got no one. It's fine.
Yeah, the Chaos lost a loner to MNG, but
Yeah, which is basically nothing at all.
Nope. And level ups, we had nothing on the Dark Elves. Sadly, the lineman, the loner, stole the MVP. Because of course they do.
Yeah. Oh, that's painful. You kind of, at this kind of level, the most important thing is getting SPP, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had the Beastman on the Chaos side actually picking up a level from the MVP, who has now picked Block
Obviously,
as a general starting skill.
Just
nothing wrong with that.
Basically, everyone going block and dodge to on the Dark Elves and just block on the Chaos team.
Yep.
I mean, that's the normal route for Dark Elves.
No, pretty much.
Yeah. No real killer on the Chaos team, except I guess the Mino, who still has.
I mean, Mino still has 0 SPP, so I guess he's relatively new.
Yeah.
Or he just didn't get anything. He is completely.
He's actually brand new.
Yes,
0 matches.
Oh, okay. So he was bought after this game. Excellent.
Yeah. I imagine though, but still having block across the team as the Chaos, they still are very deadly because of the block spam that they have.
Yeah.
I'd maybe get rid of the Niggled Beastman at this point.
I would
though you would give up your bench.
Yeah.
I'd totally get rid of the Niggle. Niggle's a terrible thing
Niggles
to keep. Unless they're like AV9 Blodge or something,
It's not that bad.
It's not quite, but just the.
This is just another target for the MVP to land on where you really don't want it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want him to be stealing SPP off anyone. And
I would actually say that the armor busted one is actually in a worse position, even though that one got block already.
I mean,
right.
It's not. I can tell you that the maths of a Niggle versus an armor bust is a Niggle is much worse. So
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you've changed. There's 2 dice rolls. One of them you've changed by -1, and the other one you've changed by -1. Except one is the removal chance, and one is the armor break chance. And it basically the removal chance. Having a Niggle is bad. Do not because basically having a player injured is far worse than having a player stunned. If that makes sense.
True.
In my opinion.
That is true. Yeah.
And block does protect you from being actually knocked over. Though,
quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. As I discovered in playing Norse in my college season, I actually count block as half an armor.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Sturdy,
Yeah, because that's why Norse can be so resilient, because they have that.
It also takes away like 20%, I think, 20% chance of getting blocked by a 2 guy.
Something like that.
Yeah,
it's a super big chance.
Yeah,
they're taking blocks.
It's great. I literally the reason we're late is because I had an OCC game with my Norse, just before this.
See,
ev-
knows the trouble to everything.
And every time
Always
my
the
opponent
Norse.
rolled both down, it was glorious.
Thank you. Thank you, Nuffle.
Yeah. Anyway,
Alright.
cool. So I guess we go on to the next
Yep.
game, which is Arrogant Bar Stewards against Zamanji Severa.
I think that's pretty much correct.
Yeah?
Smaji Zevera,
Is
I guess.
that do either of you know what language or words those are?
No, it sounds Eastern European.
Yeah. I can't
I actually
really.
have no idea.
Isn't Savanji a player in Rebbl?
Might be. Hang on. I'm opening Google Translate here.
Yeah, it might do so.
All the players have names that.
Smaji.
Yeah.
It's apparently Slovenian. And it means dragons.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, that makes sense.
So is that several dragons?
And because they have the picture of a dragon as well.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
Hang on.
So
it's actually the dragons of the north.
Ah, okay.
there you go.
Sounds very.
I guess with the Norse, then yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
And with all the mighty blow and strength, that's pretty appropriate too.
Sadly, no fire breathing.
No, sadly.
I mean, I still freaking gonna hate facing these guys.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, 2-0 victory for the dwarves there.
Oh, they.
For the dwarves.
Well, for the Norse.
Norse.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Norse. Yeah,
There's no Norse. There's no dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like what?
For a second there, I thought the other team were the dwarves. I was like, what?
Nope,
They
sorry.
lost?
My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunate though for the High Elves also to take the star player MVP.
Yep. That was 81% ball possession for the Norse team there. That's a very high amount.
That's a very high amount.
So that's like as one turn of ball possession for the elves, and then the Norse just stole it and stole them until turn 16.
Might have been one of those scenarios, yeah. With the amount of SPP that the Norse gained as well, it seems like the Norse kind of.
Yeah, Norse kind of just beat them up.
Yeah.
It's two. Yeah. It's 2 turns of not having the ball, 81%.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and all of it in the opponent's half as well. So probably sitting on the goal line, hitting things.
Yep. We had 5 casualties for the Norse, 3 KOs on 18 armor breaks. Surprisingly bloody game, apparently.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, but
Norse tend to be
no permanent injuries, except for a lineman that got minus AV'd and also got the MVP.
Actually, yeah, surprising amount of injuries caused by the High Elves as well. Maybe more than they deserved, considering the number of blocks they made.
Might be so.
21 blocks in 11 armor breaks, that's quite a bit, yes. But on Norse, you kind of maybe expect it. With the AV7. But then still.
Maybe Moranion was,
Yeah, maybe Moranion was just being punchy and deserved the MVP.
Yeah, because you can't really see that, can we? Because the game is kind of good.
I can't really. I mean, I guess we could look into the blocking dice and see that Moranion did 9 blocks in total out of the 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's quite a lot.
And Postron Mike has just arrived as well.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Dr. Winkles points out that I'm looking at the Arrogant Bar Stewards, and that's after his game. So they look even more beaten up than they were before.
Oh, right.
And I also accidentally clicked on the wrong game for a second, so we were looking at. It's like, what? I didn't. When you were talking about how much possession they had, I was looking at the
wrong team.
Yeah. Like, what? I don't see 81%. Oh, I see.
Down to 1300 TV now.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. So that's actually 1510 for his next game.
Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah.
Seems like so.
Apparently, they lost 500 TV in their last game, so that's
Yeah, I
they
mean-
would have been even higher.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been like 1800 or so.
He needs to buy some players back, so his naming is back on point.
Because Metal can't pronounce, I repeatedly
He
renamed
named
them.
them Chubstep. At least Chubstep's still there.
Yeah, it kind of works.
It kind of still works. All right.
Hello.
Anyway, for this game, we had the catcher Can't with a level up, which is actually a plus ag. Oh, that's a good pickup there.
Wow.
You want pleasure. You want agility.
Whoops.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not really any notable SPPs on the elf side there. With obviously Moranian picking up the MVP.
Yeah.
Because he's a bastard.
Yeah.
And then on the north side, we also had a level up on a runner. Which, let me see here.
The 31, which was strength. So both of them rolling.
He did get strength.
Yeah.
Yes.
So both of them rolling some good level up dice.
Yep. That's a good pickup as well.
Yeah. Well, for a team. So the team now has a strength 5 and 4 strength 4. That's
yeah, that's very scary.
and 2 agi 4 as well.
That's on par with Chaos, which is
On par with Chaos, except with literally block on everyone except for the Yeti.
Yep. Yep. Very, very scary. I mean, they do trade in armor, I guess, but
Yeah.
But
So-
gain more speed as well, so
also.
Yeah. I also find that Norse can be quite the elf killers.
Yeah.
Because they do spam like mighty blow, tackle, piling
Because
on.
they don't really have any other skills than tackle for the second one.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah,
at least on the
exactly.
lineman.
Exactly.
and they don't have to waste skills on claw basically. So
Yeah, exactly.
and also they tend that they're very TV efficient. So they'll be
With a 2,000 value team.
they're a 2,000 value team, but there's 14 players with
Yeah,
14
14 players
my
were
blow.
like, yeah, exactly. And they also have gone the Yeti route as well,
It's
which is costing a shit ton of the TV.
No, that's 200. Yeah, I guess. Level 3 Yeti. Might be worth recycling it, I guess, if he levels again. Because I don't
Yes
really
and
see
no.
what he would take.
Well, he's only just got
If it's not
Juggernaut, so he probably, if he was going to do that, he probably. Maybe if he waits till he gets money, he'd recycle him then. But I think he's probably of the kind of person who's just going to keep it, especially in this division where he's the TV overdog. I mean, by so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloat
True.
is not costing you, like, if he goes down 200 TV. It's not like he's going to be below anyone.
It's not like he's suddenly like getting inducement money.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably still going to be facing a wizard all the time, so he might as well keep it high.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Yeti will eventually die anyway, right? So
Yeah, the Yeti will most certainly die anyway. If it tends to, at least.
They need more guard. I mean, I guess 4 guard is fine.
No,
at
they
the moment,
actually
but they do need more guard at the end, but it's not like a huge problem right now, I think.
No, so Norse kind of struggles with guard because they need for first block on the elves, then you take guard on them, and you'd want mighty blow on your berserkers because pseudo tackle frenzy
and also
is happening all the time.
you tend to pick. The berserkers have quite a lot of other things they want, including piling on because of jump up.
Tackle, yeah.
But that means that guard is less useful because you're on the floor more.
Exactly.
I mean, he has
And
at least
then-
picked up 2 guard on players that don't normally get access to it,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of them
Unfortunately,
being
one of them were on the dirty player one, but
Yeah, I mean,
you
No.
get them where you can get them.
And he's a utility player. If you've got enough bribes, you can foul. You can still foul, and you've got dose player, and and the runner getting guard is very useful, especially Agi 4 with dodge. So you can put him wherever you want, and he can escape if he needs to, and that's a great level up.
That's very useful.
Yeah.
It would be nicer if the other one got it too, because strength 4.
Well, you can't have everything.
No.
I mean, he could have picked guard, I guess.
No, but
but he chose to pick strength.
Yeah. I think the strength is a better idea.
might be a better idea,
yeah. Okay. So should we have a look at the next matchup, which is Kingfisher Knights against the Tanking Generals?
Yes, this was my match.
Ah, okay. So how did it go?
I guess pretty well. I mean, I really think I should have won, but he got one crazy turn in which allowed me to fail a 1 in 9 dodge out for the sack, and then he scored, which was pretty much his touchdown. And the ball was also on the ground for a lot of time.
Yeah.
As we can see there, 81% ball possession on my side versus 6% on his. And still a 1-1. Which I'm still kind of mad about.
Understandable.
I also lost the Chaos Warrior, which is even worse.
Oh, and he lost someone too?
He lost a lineman, I think.
And the Chaos Warrior wasn't anything,
It was my best Chaos Warrior, so it was Mighty Blow block and guard.
Oh, harsh.
So.
And he only just got guard as well, 34, or fairly recently.
Fairly recently, yeah. I think a couple of games ago. But no, he's gone now. That was actually part of the bullshit turn. A 1-eye onto that Chaos Warrior, which was holding the ball, resulting in a POW and his death.
Nice. There's nothing more likely to cause death than a 1D POW. That's the rule, right?
Very true.
And also George W. Pershing got a level up, so he got guard.
Yes, yep. John W. Pershing III got guard. Because well, what do you pick besides guard? Almighty Blow in that case.
Yeah. Or stand. Yeah. But guard pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And talking of teams that need guard,
I need guard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your only guarder at the moment is your also your Mighty Blow claw player.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not the best way to do it.
No.
But...
No, I mean I picked him up from the market, so.
Oh yeah.
He came prepackaged like this with guard built in, which I'd rather not have, but there were no other claw.
It's funny though that they picked the guard there.
Yeah, instead of claw at that moment.
I assume he already had a killer, and this was like his secondary Mighty Blow, and then.
Yeah, I guess.
It might be one of those.
It's a bit of a mishmash, or maybe he's just someone who doesn't like piling on, and then everyone having Mighty Blow, and then guard is a pretty good combination. 11 players all with block Mighty Blow guard would be pretty fearsome.
Yep, I'm hoping to get that at one point, but
players will have to live a bit longer probably.
This also kind of resembles the set line an elf team should have, in my opinion, with
4 injuries.
With 4 injuries. But yeah, I mean, I'm still fairly happy with them. I need some more money to replace the Chaos Warrior.
Yeah, it's you've still got a few hundred TV to bloat up before you're properly scary.
Yeah, very true.
And then let's have a look at the Kingfisher Knights as well.
I'm sorry.
They got a lineman, Leo Degrees, that did a level up.
That did a level up, got kick.
Yeah.
Fine, I guess, for humans.
And then the strength up catch, he got also a level up.
Yes.
And he got tackle.
Picked up tackle.
Yeah.
Because the team only has one other tackler.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Gesticular, but tackle's useful on a strength up lineman, strength up catcher.
It is. It seems like that catch is going to be his sake, more likely than not.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, basically a fifth blitzer, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I quite like the idea of, like he's got agility access. I build him like sidestep and diving tackle and make him a marker.
Yeah.
But tackle could still be going towards that.
Yeah, very true.
Could very much so.
I mean, I guess there's no one else who's going to get tackle, and you want more than one tackle on a team.
Yeah, that's true. Still quite a killy human team with 3 mighty blow on the blitzes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and an ogre, of course. So
Yeah, and I'm quite happy I fished them this early.
I think, but humans tend to be, mighty blow on everyone, on all the blitzers, right? So at some eventually, at least.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
If they live that long.
I mean, I'm thinking maybe the blotch blitzer gets 10 firm.
Yeah.
Just to be also an annoying marker.
Yeah. And also, with 2 stand firm and a sidestep, you stop any chain pushes for 1 turns.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, and he lost a dirty player, so you killed his fouling threat.
I did kill his fouler. Yes.
That's so evil.
I know,
It's
right?
so good for me.
Are you?
Are you actually facing them?
No, but I'm gonna face them eventually, and I don't like the players as AV7.
No, I don't like the players either.
I'm basically just going through this recap and just being, yeah, that's good for me. Yep.
I like that. Yep.
I like that. Yep.
Everyone's team has died.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm recapping my own division as well, and I'm clearly totally biased about everything in there.
Yeah. No, I think it's perfectly fine to be biased at that point, because of that reason alone.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
I mean,
like you can actually.
I missed out some comments. Postron Mike, AV7 is claw proof.
Yeah.
They do need more guard. Without the Yeti, yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, we did talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, can't afford to replace.
Yep.
Yep.
And you shouldn't be rolling into
I
those
should
stats.
stop rolling
Yeah.
fast. Yeah, I
So
actually
that's-
already had to turn down a plus MV because I felt like 3 of them was getting a bit too much.
Nah, you can't be like that.
I mean, also you've got a couple of minuses, so they're balancing out at the moment. You've got two minus movements, 2 plus movements.
I just need 2 strength thrusts and an edgy up.
For it to all even out.
Yep.
Hopefully on the same player. Hopefully on the movement 7 one. So he's movement 7, strength 1, agi 4. That was that.
He's the next Horatio Hornblower.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess we've done that.
Yep. As we go on to the next.
Yep.
It's,
the Happy Sons against the Teenage Ninja Rats.
Yep.
24
24 armor breaks.
Yeah.
For the orcs there.
Looked like a bloody match.
Yep.
Wasn't this the match where something important died?
I can check that.
Yeah, it was. For the rat team, they got a runner with movement up,
Oh,
sprint,
yeah.
2 heads, block.
Yes.
died.
Oh, the one turner.
Well,
Yeah.
Was it the replacement one turner? Right?
No, the main
No.
one turner.
The main one turner died.
There is a replacement as well, right?
No, I see. Yeah. That's good for us.
I mean, everyone should rejoice at the words "a dead movement 10 rat." Really.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for the guys watching, of course, we are saying this with a bit of sarcasm. It's not funny to have your best players killed, but it's good for us.
I mean,
it's good for the rest
I
of the
hope that you guys realize that.
it's Blood Bowl. You should totally get used to the idea that your players are all going to die at some point, right?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
So this was a 2-1 win for the red team, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the the other movement 10 gutter runner got +6 SPP, so I assume he was the scorer of the
I guess
of the two.
he
Yeah.
Either that or he got, you know.
Six.
Because of a
I
one
think he
pass
got
as
one
well.
of the injuries then.
What?
One of them got an injury and a pass, and the other one 2 touchdowns, or in some way.
So Tanit probably got the pass down, which was what? Yeah, the Tanit, the lineman, got 1 pass down and probably hurt something. And the Rat Ogre got the MVP, while
Yeah.
Scaptioner Gno
Got
was
2
the scorer
touchdowns.
2 times.
Yes. Okay, that sounds fair.
Yeah. Hashtag pro recapper. Is that the way to promote my own shit show?
Well, the fact you call it a shit show, but you know the animations are great. You know.
They took me less than an hour to make. FYI.
Oh, of course. I was like, why am I seeing foul appearance here? But he's actually picked up foul appearance on one of the linemen.
Yeah.
On the Reds. We're just going through the dice. Looks like foul appearance. What?
Yeah.
It was foul appearance.
To to protect his dirty player from getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep, makes sense.
Giving him fend next, and that dirty player will never get hit.
I mean,
at all.
you know,
It's not a big target.
I mean, that would also mean giving him another, 14 SPP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think block would work better as a protection device.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
give it fend.
Come on, please.
Or
Give it
wrestle.
fend.
No, wrestle's better actually.
Yeah, wrestle is better. Yeah,
So
wrestle is-
he wrestles
So he can
down
get up and
someone
foul again.
and then foul the person he's wrestled down. Yeah.
yeah.
And Postron Mike suggested that if his next level's a double, you get sneaky git. Oh no, that's the point. No, sorry. So yeah, the foul appearance is a double, and it
Yep.
could have been sneaky git.
That's true.
Would it have been
Wouldn't
better
I-
to be sneaky than to be ugly?
It would have been so better to be sneaky than ugly.
I mean, it depends on how much you want to keep him on the pitch. Versus,
Yeah.
or no, it depends on how he leaves the pitch more often. Does he leave it because he gets the ref notices, or does he leave it because a killer targets him?
Yeah.
You know, does foul appearance stop people from hitting him because they're afraid of ending up just sitting there as well?
I mean, so from my point of view, a dirty play is a target for me that I'm more often than not gonna hit. It's one of the targets that I'm blitzing almost
Yes.
Yeah.
to get rid of them as soon as possible if I can. The final appearance will deny that a tiny bit, I guess.
I mean, 1 in 6
Fine,
unless
1 in
someone
6.
wants to re-roll it.
Yeah.
But so would that also change your targeting choice if you thought there was a 1 in 6 chance that you
I
wouldn't
think so.
get
Yeah.
a block?
I think
your
so.
blitz
Yeah.
off?
Sometimes in one of those fringe cases, it's like a 1 in 6 that is gonna happen. I might just go for something else.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And his TV's low enough, he might actually be getting a bribe.
1500 might be getting a bribe or a wizard.
At least
most
against the
matches.
scary teams, he'll be getting a bribe, right? So
Yeah.
And we also forgot to look at this from this point of view, I think, where this player is still hurt
Yes.
because of the movement bust. So if he dies, it's not that like horrible for him. Or if he needs to like send it or like kick it off the team, and the foul the foul appearance might be a funny pick.
yeah, true.
Right.
Yeah.
So then on to the other team, the
Uh-huh.
old team, the Happy Sons.
So I think
Or
they've played.
the Happy Sons, I guess.
Yeah. good orc voice there. They've actually played another game since, so
Yes.
we need to ignore a few things. But
Need
basically,
to ignore this level up,
Yeah.
basically. Still pending.
they got a level up on Knickerbocker.
On Knickerbocker, who's picked up tackle.
Yeah.
Which is a decent pickup for a blitzer.
Right,
I guess.
They've already got
Maybe
two.
with magazine guards.
Yeah, like what's better, a fourth guard or a third tackle, or a. They've already got 4 mighty blows, so I guess another mighty blow is a bit much.
Yeah. But who are they facing? Who were they facing week 2? Then I can check that for you.
They have already
They
played.
have already played their week 2.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
against.
It was against the Dark Elves.
Yeah. So tackle makes sense.
Yeah, you
right?
think
Right.
it's
Yeah.
I think it's a one of those picks where it was like, I'm up against these guys next week.
Yeah.
I'll pick up the skill that counters them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All 3 choices are equally valid. Might as well.
Okay,
make the
yeah.
short
So
term.
he's facing Dark Elves, Goblins,
Yeah.
something else the week
High
after
elves.
that. Yeah. So 3 weeks in a row.
Tackle's going to be a lot better than everything else.
Yeah, exactly. That's why take a tackle.
And you never know, it might make him level even faster than Mighty Blow would, especially against goblins. You know.
Yeah.
But they lost to the rats, who probably
They
just...
did lose to the rats. The rats who just picked up the ball 2 times and scored.
Yeah.
Because that's what rats do.
Oh wait, did Up Me say something in one of the discords about that game?
I think he's actually in our Discord.
No, but I think he whined on the Gman server about the movement
Discord.
10 player dying. I mean, not what
Oh,
Sorry, no, he commented. He maybe not whined, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a statement.
Yeah. Postra and Mike suggest the idea of maybe sure hands as well, because no, he's already got sure hands.
If he's your main ball carrier, then I guess it's not a bad pickup.
Yeah, but he's already
thoughts?
got sure hands on the movement 7
Mhm.
blitzer, so there's no reason to have another one.
Yeah, and the level up on the blitzer is for the week 2.
Yeah.
We can kind of speculate on what he could take here for a ball carrier.
It'd be great to get double.
Yes, it'd be great to get a double for plot for
The thing that allows you to move 3 small squares.
sprint.
No.
That's also on the double.
The ball recovery thing.
Kickoff
return.
Yeah.
That's interesting because it's funny. So when I play Orcs, I always get kickoff. In fact, for a lot of teams, I get kickoff return for the ball carrier.
Right, because as Orcs you're pretty slow and you actually want those squares of movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even fast teams, I like having kickoff return.
Yeah, so Mike, the comment was more on the thought that he had sure hands on a blitzer rather than on a thrower.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I would say on that throwers, you generally don't want them in an Orc team unless they get a Agi up. Basically, you basically give them 3 skills, which is blodge, and then sure hands. And if they don't get them, you sack them.
I'm like so. There's like the received wisdom that especially if there are certain streamers who really go off on one about how terrible Orc throwers are.
Yeah,
they're good for having sure hands early on. They're a bit slower, but the whole team is a bit slower. So basically, the worst thing you're going to do is you're going to hand off to a blitzer anyway. They're not that bad. They're quite divisive though. I think a lot of people hate them. And
they are AV8 as well.
Yeah. That's the main issue. If you look at the cost of them, the cost of having worse AV, spending more money essentially for
for sure hands and pass.
Yeah. Well, and pass for how often you're actually going to pass with them.
Yeah. I also think it's a good discussion to have think about with that other Metal and Superfed had a while back in a podcast where they said, do you want your strongest players inside of the circle or outside? And apparently Proudwing here has decided that he wants his strong players inside of the circle.
Well, you mean basically using up one of your 4 blitzers to be a ball carrier means he's not able to wander around the edges.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I personally, I like both. Both sides. I see the point of.
I mean, I like this one because of the MA7, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Same. But I prefer the thrower. So. Because I'm a greedy player that wants all my players to kill other things.
I'm on the fence. Let's say. You know, I think a lot of people have stronger views than is really kind of you know. Yeah, and in fact, also John Mike saying, you know, you're using a strength access player to carry the ball. Except Orcs have what 9 strength access players.
Yeah.
and if he's carrying the ball, he's going to be leveling up pretty rapidly. And you know, so in this case, we're talking, you know, so kickoff return. I wouldn't actually get him kickoff return because it's more offense only. It's a more offense only option. And he's gone tackle already. I'd consider possibly Mighty Blow so that he's effective on defense as well. You know, so
maybe guard.
Maybe guard, yeah. And also
guard.
guard's pretty good when people, you know, base the ball up and you've still got that assist within the center.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I also thought about Fend. You know, just because if he's your ball carrier, you want him to kind of to get free that way.
Makes sense as well.
But you know, we'll see what he chooses. I don't think there's an obvious correct answer. Is the main point I'd say.
Neither. Because Orcs can be played in so many different ways. It feels like.
There are other ways to play Orcs than just bashing.
Well,
yeah.
What?
when you've got a movement 7, you know, ball carrier, you can be a bit freer as well, can't you? You know.
Yeah. If you can be the highest passing team as a Chaos, looking towards someone in Div 2 or whatever, you can definitely play Orcs in a different faction.
Okay.
Bash.
I know someone who plays passing Orcs, and he's a very, very good coach.
All right.
You know, it's possible. It's
not optimal.
It's inadvisable, but so UKBBL, the one of the commissioners has made it to the top tier of the UKBBL this season with passing Orcs. An Orc thrower with strong arm and accurate,
and with goblins as catchers.
Like one goblin catcher, but also the doubles on blitz. You know, one of the doubles and one of the blitzers is a catch as well. I think.
Right.
And, you know,
there you go.
And he leads the league for passing yardage over elves, over everyone.
If it works, it works, I guess.
You know, but it helps that he's a very, very, very good coach, I think. So
that usually helps.
Yeah.
You know?
He's on the the tabletop Welsh team and stuff. So
right. Okay.
He's up there.
Yeah. You know, like
anything else to say on this team?
No, it's a very good team, isn't it? You know, but yeah, that's the trouble. Orcs can be a bit boring in terms of they are a bash team, aren't they?
Yeah.
This is a bash team.
This is definitely a bash team.
Maybe it does need more guards to be a proper Orc team. It needs about 10 or 11 guarders. So he's still quite away from that.
All right,
You will get there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess on to the next game then.
Which is
Grim Dragsters 4 versus Nuffle's Chosen Misfits, and this is actually your game, Dr. Hepp.
Yeah. It should have been a 3-0, but Nuffle said no.
I'm hearing a bit of anger here.
Wait.
So...
How can it be? Yes. Also, slightly, big-headed or whatever the word is to go. Oh yeah, should have been 3-0. Damn it! I was unlucky, even though I won 2-1.
Greed did not suffice after turn 14, 15 there. Greed just screwed me over. I was trying to do some shenanigans, and then they didn't work. So, and he got away with the bull. We kind of fought it out over the course of 2 to 3 turns.
And you lost another thrower.
And I lost another thrower.
So you'll be on to Dragster number 3 next.
Yep. Drags are gonna. Exactly. And this is, as Mike is saying, punished for greed. Classic Hepp.
Classic Hepp place.
Yep. I earned a lot of SP though. I killed I injured a bunch of gobos, so I'm fine.
Yeah, you got like. That's a lot of SVP, yeah.
Oh no, wait, sorry, I was thinking it's a different game.
And to be honest, it was scary because he had like 2 chainsaws.
And he got Nobler.
Yeah, he got
Ah.
a shit ton of like secret weapons and everything. So my
Right.
plan first was like, I'm gonna score super fast, and then it turned into no, I'm gonna score super slow because I KO'd like 3 or 4 of his
Right.
secret weapons.
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, if it works.
Did he have 2 trolls?
No, he
No,
did not for the
it's-
fight.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just had one.
No, he did have Ripper, right?
Yeah, he had Ripper. Yeah, Ripper. So he had
That's
2.
2 trolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I meant, you know, on his you know, on his
normal
actual team. Yeah.
So 1 troll from his actual team and
Ripper.
Ripper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he had the extra chainsaw guy as well.
Mm-hmm. Nobla. Alright.
Yeah,
Well,
and a bunch of bribes, I think. Which, like, none of them worked.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Two failed bribes in a row. That's.
Yeah, it was a funny match though.
I can imagine. I mean,
But still,
playing goblins is always fun.
yeah,
Well, or stressful, you know. There's
Or
yeah, it was stressful.
All right.
yeah, it's fun when you're
So-
winning and you know, and they don't kill all your players, which is
Yeah,
what it sounds
Cause-
like happened here, right?
yeah, because so the scariest part was when he chainsaw my aerodynamics
Mhm.
like 3 times.
Yeah.
But he stood
He
fine.
got out fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, yeah, this is one of the things I don't like about chainsaws, the lack of extra injury dice. I mean, you know, often
Yes.
hitting with mighty blow is kind of better, right?
You do armor breaks, but you don't really get injuries or KOs.
Well, yeah,
more
you
often.
have to be lucky, basically. you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
I noticed that he got an Inception.
Yeah, that's the
And that was the greed.
that was the greed. Nuffle said no. I was like, okay, Nuffle.
Not full
I
roll the
shall not
6.
greed anymore.
All right.
That's like the 4th or 5th
So that
interception
is-
for
that
this
is
team.
the goblin that actually got the level up. Then that also got the interception.
Yeah. I
Alright.
mean, that intercept basically won him that 1 touchdown.
All right. Well, that's.
So,
I mean,
Because they-
goblins are happy when they can get a touchdown. So.
yeah. As well, so.
Oh, in fact, so he got MVP and he intercepted. In fact, so the
Yes.
the MVP even went on the right person.
Yep. He was literally the MVP of the game.
Yeah.
I was like, when I saw that, I was like, yep, that makes sense.
That makes sense. All right. So on to the team then. Let's get the level up on Upsidus 5. Goblin player.
Yeah.
Who's picked up Wrestle. So we'll have
Oh, a double, and you know, a stunty, dodgy wrestling player is always.
That's a good sacker.
Oh, I just realised that. So if he with Noblar, he had 2 chainsaws who were both blodge as well.
Yes.
Yep.
It was pretty much Nobla and Nobla too.
Yep. I was so glad that I had the Mighty Blow though for this fight.
Mhm.
Right.
Because the Mighty
Yeah,
Blow
I can
actually
imagine.
triggered
Yeah, mighty
quite
blow.
a few times on the stunt.
Mighty Blood combined with the stunty is just
Yeah.
removing.
Well, it's basically it's the same reason why niggles are terrible, because you're not just adding the 1 for the niggle, you're often adding 2 for the mighty blow, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Very true.
Going back to the earlier point.
Yeah.
And how did the Hail Mary pass Bombardier do?
Yeah, no.
Nothing at all. Yeah, against elves
No.
as well. I guess you got to, you know, even throwing into a big pile of them is worrying, right?
Yeah. So
you
so
order it.
for him, so I think the Bombardier was out for the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Bombardier and his main troll was out.
Okay. Well, he's played another game since, so
Yeah,
Yeah, the Bombardier's back. It was indeed out for your game. That's
yeah,
true.
exactly. So because he didn't have that one,
yeah.
it might actually have been the Bombardier that was out and not a secondary troll.
Yeah, I don't think he.
Well, that might have been, but where did this troll go then? Did the other troll die?
I have no.
I think he
idea.
started. He might have started the season with only 1 troll. No,
You-
no, no,
no.
no. The other troll died in the next game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We shall not talk about that until next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
I was just about to say something then, but I won't.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, because I was actually looking forward towards the Bombardier with Hail Mary pass.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, but he was out, so I couldn't pass
Sadly,
around the
Novel
ball.
said no to that as well.
Yeah, because elves like playing around with Bombardiers because people are like, yeah, I'm gonna throw it here, this is gonna
And then
be
the
our
elves catch it.
intercept, but like, my guys catch on a 4+
Mm-hmm.
because of NOS.
That's 50%.
Yeah, and I have two Agi 5 as well that they're often throwing the bomb towards or around, so more often than not, my guys
And
can
if
catch it.
if it scatters favorably, then you just catch it.
Yeah, and more often than not, it's like a hot game of potato.
Yeah. For some reason,
you take it.
yeah. For some reason, bombs are the most interceptable thing in the world ever.
Yep. Super funny.
Except for touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, it was a fun game.
All right.
So on to the penultimate game, which is Grinch versus the Bare Necessities.
All right. Orcs versus Kislev.
Yeah. And of course, no other than Chile took the MVP.
Chile. Chile?
Yay! Mike is
that's the lineman that's still like 10 MVP.
Oh yeah, of course.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can feel the face palm that Mike is doing right now when I'm shivering that on.
Yeah.
Like across half the world, it's like.
Yeah. How does that feel, Mike?
Yeah. And Mike does mention, by the way, he agrees with you that like Pro Elves, Kislev do like the Bombers. But anyway.
Yeah.
Almost as much as Chile likes the MVP.
Yeah, this is a 1-0 victory.
Yeah.
For the Kislevs.
He'll get to legend in less than 100 games based on his current MVP collection rate.
Will it be the first Kislev though to reach legend if he do so? Or do we have
not if my team has anything to go by.
Of course.
So basically, Mike, you need to vote or bounty all of Core Knight's.
Oh no, he's already been bountied by other people in my division.
I mean, you can still bounty him if you want to.
Yeah, you can add more bounties onto. I think it's Kermit he's my killer blitzer. He's on like 110 SPP, I think.
Yeah,
and Pom. So anyway. It's not about my team.
To the match itself, nothing really on the Orc side except for them losing a blitzer.
Yeah, losing a plus strength tackle mighty blow blitzer at that.
That's not really nothing.
Yay!
That's
May.
that was his most developed player, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, it's
losing that mighty blow. I mean, this is kind of just a baby version of the other Orc team.
Yeah, I think Disco Dave came through.
He came through
Rebbl
either Upstarts.
Yeah,
Upstarts or college, I think.
Did he?
Wow,
I think this team were in the other thing, the ramp up.
Ramp up, right?
Yeah, I think this team came from ramp up, and had just a few games under it belt.
Was the plus strength blitzer then bought on the market?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Postron Mike says
13 games up till before this one.
Postron Mike says that Glunick died on turn 16.
Yep, I know.
Please tell me it was a foul. Go on, turn 16 foul.
Yep. So Mike, you feel free to bounty back and aerodynamics because I feel like this season he won't survive for long.
I'm hoping to kill him myself, so just so I don't have to pay the bounty.
What's the point in bountying a player who everyone's going to try and kill anyway? You want to bounty the players who are not going to be the target of death, right? Yeah. You want to incentivize more death.
Yeah.
I guess so. Alright, it's a shame that the blitzer got killed, because you don't really have any player of importance on this Orc team right now.
No.
Yeah.
It does make them a bit more even though, so they haven't got one kind of Uber player who's doing everything.
Yeah, that's true. Who's doing everything and getting all the SVP. That's true.
And also just having 2 team rerolls on the orc team at 1300 TV is a bit scarce.
Yeah, true. I mean, he doesn't have the money to buy it because apparently all his blitzers keep dying.
Yeah.
So,
the
Mike, what are you going to buy with your 200k? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the question. That's
So-
the 200 gold question that we wanna know.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to be sitting there, you know.
Yeah, you don't want that going into the next game, do you?
No.
Third blitzer.
Yeah. Now they've both got block. I was getting blitzers as quickly as possible, especially at the beginning.
Replacement line in for one of them that died last game.
Yeah.
He says.
No,
That
yeah,
makes
he
sense.
actually did
Makes
have
sense.
lineman die. Luckily, it was just the lineman that died. I mean,
You say that, but
they're expendable.
with Kislev, the linemen are actually pretty good. I mean, they're still
Yeah,
good
they
leaders.
get 2 skills for 10k extra,
Yeah.
which is very good.
Yeah, and a basic stat of 633.8 makes them very, actually
Makes
tanky.
them also quite resilient.
Relatively.
So
yeah.
For being just
see
linemen.
here that he actually got 2 level ups. One on a blitzer,
Which
on a Raksha.
we got block.
We got block on him. Just solid
Yep.
choice.
Yeah.
Solid choice for the blitzer.
And then we got tackle on Mao.
The guard lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Makes
Really
sense.
nothing to say to that, really.
No.
Just makes sense.
Yeah. Well, maybe fend, but yeah, more tackle. There's no tackle. Yeah, not enough tackle in this team so far.
Yeah. It could always, it's always useful to pick up a tackle.
Yeah, and Postron says he wants Raksha to get to 16 before another blitzer. And also that Kislev are not
Yeah,
tanky,
I
which
guess.
I agree. They're the most randomly dying team I've ever played. You think?
I mean, I guess with just 3+ leaps without a built-in reroll, that happens more than on other teams.
Yeah, basically, I think I'm still not sure why they just seem to melt when I'm playing them sometimes, just randomly. Like 6 games are fine, and then one game everyone dies. And I think it's because they fail something, and everyone's in base contact. You get hit a lot more. You get more breaks. People leave the
Yeah.
pitch more, and then you end up with that snowball effect thing where you've got like 4 players left on the pitch, and they're getting beaten up all the time.
Yeah, I can see that in a world.
That sounds fair. Alright.
Yeah, if you want to see Kislev implode, then his minus playoff game was one of those matches. I watched that one. It was brutal.
Oh,
3
ouch.
players left in overtime. Nice.
Yep.
Ooh, that's ouch.
I had
Still won?
I assume. Oh wait, actually, yeah. Was that the final? Or was
Can't. Yeah. No play. Yeah. Well, I can't remember.
Snake the GFI to win.
excellent?
Alright.
That's what
Excellent. That's proper Kislev bullshit.
Nuffles will.
Yeah.
So what is Raksha's next level going to be as well? I wonder if if he's waiting for that level before more blitzers, more guard.
I would imagine more
I
guard.
would imagine more guard, yes.
Or Mighty Blow, maybe.
Never have enough.
Mighty
Maybe
Blow.
Mighty Blow.
A
Mighty
killer.
Blow. He wants to create a new killer.
Yeah, you need a
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, makes sense.
Cool. And
Alright.
I do like the idea of more linemen. My Kislev team started with let's get as many blitzers as possible, and maybe not to be offensive to anyone, but trying to build up blitzers in tier 4 is going to be a bit easier than trying to level them up later on.
It is. It is.
But having a big bench of linemen is also, pretty good
It's
for
always
keeping the team
useful.
going, basically.
Yeah, I mean, with this team alone, I think if you get a few levels on the blitzers for the season and add up on the bench, so you actually have like a full bench, like 2-man bench maybe, you could definitely take this team to playoffs.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep, I can see this team as a huge contender for one of the top spots in our division.
Playoff spots are top 1 or 2 in Division 4? Top 1, right?
I think
Yeah,
there's
top 1.
one for playoffs and then a couple for Challengers Cup.
Yeah. I think it's 2. I should know this as an admin,
I mean, yeah.
but I don't.
I have a feeling
There,
they hadn't announced it at the beginning of the season, had they?
there was a
No.
very recent Reddit post,
Yeah.
I think, about it.
Let's
but
just
who-
say it
who
was a
reads-
lot of arguing
Yeah.
for that one.
Who reads
Yeah.
Reddit posts anyway? I mean, geez, who reads Reddit at all?
Hang on.
Who reads?
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that.
T4 gets 1 ticket per division for the playoffs, and also 1 for each Challenger Cup.
Okay.
Plus, wait, what? Tier 4, the top 9 third place teams will get a ticket. Okay,
Okay, so we have one of those systems.
so that's 3 third place teams that will not get a ticket then for the
Okay.
Challenger Cup.
Yeah.
That's
Makes sense.
to fit it a win. Anyway, okay, should we carry on? Let's. The last, game is the Grimtail versus the Last Caress.
Yes.
Yep.
Which is the Necromantic versus Nurgle, I think. Right?
Yep,
Am
that's
I
right.
right?
Thundern against
That is right.
Innovation.
Mm-hmm. With the Necros winning it?
Which is kind of not that surprising, is it? Because
Yeah,
Not really.
not really. Because of the claw. I think the claw factor did a ton.
Although, have they played another game already? Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
So their TVs going into the game was actually Thundern was only on 1480, whereas this
Yeah.
team now is almost 200 more. So they must
Yeah.
they must be missing someone.
Didn't they miss the
Is it-
wolf?
I have a feeling one of the wolves.
Question mark?
One of the, I'd guess one of the wolves was MNG.
Or something like that? I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be one of those.
But anyway. So it wasn't the Mighty Blow Wolf because the Mighty Blow Wolf got 6 SPP.
Okay, yeah. It was the other wolf.
And only at this point that we're talking about him is only level 3. So this dodge is not here. Ignore the dodge.
No.
Yeah.
Dodge did not happen yet.
Yeah, no. The ghoul scored 5. Oh, so was that the MVP?
No, the zombie got the MVP. I guess the
Yeah.
ghoul then got a touchdown?
A touchdown and a cast, according to Rebbl.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
And the Mighty Blow Wolves got 3 casts.
3 casualties.
Yeah.
Yes. Because Mighty Blow Wolves are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And the Nurgle managed to pass a completed pass though.
Ooh. That's nice. That is on... Was that a foreign level?
It was on a Pestigo, I think.
Death's Messenger.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
just to get one... No, I guess just to get one more SPP, it's
Mhm.
fine.
Probably either on a turn 8 or turn 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We also got the level up on the Nurgle Warrior.
Oh,
Bluebeard?
Postron Mike mentions it's top 9 across Gman and Rebbl. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's 6 in total, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not 6 for both, I think. So 12 divisions in total, which means 3 will miss out.
Yeah. But it's theoretically anyway. Yes. Okay. And the Nurgle. So other than that,
A Nurgle Warrior picked up God, Bluebeard,
Yeah, Bluebeard.
and the Pestigore got niggled in this game.
Right, yeah.
That sucks. Having your killer get niggled.
yeah. Are you still going to get him piling on?
I don't know.
I mean, he's got
I mean,
regen,
yeah.
so
He has got regen, but regen can be finicky.
But regen can be finicky whether you're
Yeah, whether or not
whoever you are.
Yes. No, I'm thinking just he picks up block next.
Yeah.
Right. 100%.
I mean,
Even if it's a doubles, I would still pick up block.
yeah, I think I would have been going for block anyway. after these two. In fact, Claw first is an interesting choice. I hope he had
Oh,
a run
yeah.
of AV9 for that choice.
That is indeed weird choice, but all right.
I think he picked up the Claw because he was facing Orc. Well, basically armor 8 or 9
Yeah.
in a couple of games in a row last season.
Yeah.
All right.
That would
As I said
make sense.
before we started, me and Innovation have been playing for what 4 seasons in straight
In the same division.
in the same division.
This, this is a 2-season team though.
Yeah, me and him played the same div. I created a party div from all the minus people that re-rolled last season.
All right.
So
Okay.
and now
well,
we got put into even more a party div with this minus seasons
that's cool.
teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, just solid building up Nurgle team. One lodge, 2+ strength, 1 on the beast, which is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Stand
then
firm
still-
next to be really irritating. You know.
Yeah. I mean, you just want more block and more mighty blow and more claw. Really.
Keep it simple.
And I guess a dirty player on one of the runners.
I mean, you could go for tentacles on the plus strength Nurgle warrior as well. Just
Yeah.
You know,
Might as well.
really tie people up and
Just
be
as a
irritating.
replacement beast.
Yeah. A replacement strength 5 beast instead of the strength 6 beast.
Yeah, I guess. It's just a normal beast, isn't it?
It's a beast that he
who
won't
doesn't
get
roll
away
really
from.
stupid?
Yeah, but with Agi too, so you can do a dodge or two.
That's also true. 50% chance.
Positron says that the beast needs a touchdown.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
three
It
SP
does.
away from a level.
Yeah, just
I mean,
hand it over.
same goes for the warrior. Plus strength warrior.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
touchdown on the warrior is slightly more likely, though, isn't it? You know.
I would actually suffice that doing a handoff is actually 50%, so it's actually kind of likely to happen.
Yeah, 75%
So if
with
you-
a reroll. You know, it's not
Yeah,
even bad.
if you can actually, if you have time, please do
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, I think it's very much worth it.
Yeah, if either the game is already lost or the game is already won, even more
Yeah.
reason. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's good. Yeah, to get him block would make so much difference. We're
Yeah, and I
not talking
know-
about the beast. We're not talking about the beast. We're talking about the warrior, right?
No, we are talking about the beast.
Yeah, the beast needs block. Just remove those uphills.
I know that Innovation couldn't watch this live, so he's gonna watch the VOD.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's gonna be funny to hear him screaming at me.
He said he said I was harsh about his team in the recap. I don't remember. It might have been no. It wasn't. Was it no? Wait. Did the niggle? Did he already have the niggle?
No. He did not have the
No.
niggle.
So why was I?
It's not double niggled, is it? No.
I don't know why I was harsh. Oh, I might have been harsh because of his win rate, which at the moment is not that great.
It's 15%.
So Mike calculated that it is 55% with reroll to hand off to the beast.
Yeah.
Assuming that loner worked.
I mean,
so it's not 55%. It's actually
It's actually worse.
68%.
It's 67% to have it in the first try, right? No.
No, it's not.
33%. It's 33% to just have it instantly.
Yeah.
On the 5+.
And then another,
And then
16%.
50%.
Yeah. So then 16 more percent. So let's say approximately 40%. Well,
Something around that. Yeah.
Is that the sound of someone typing into what's it called?
A calculator.
What's the name of the
Samba.
Samba? That's the one.
Yeah.
No, not on Samba, actually.
No.
Let's see.
Loner.
It would add like 11%, I think,
Yeah.
the reroll. Oh well. I mean, it's possible.
It's 33%. Oh, sorry, no, it's 44% with the team reroll.
Mm-hmm.
44.44444.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anyhow.
yeah,
That's the last team.
yeah, and the last
Really.
the last bit of the schedule. Now we came up with a ingenious way of looking at next week's schedule without showing the results. But I haven't managed.
This week's schedule, really.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to implement that next week because
Right.
you know I haven't got Discord visible on OBS yet, as it were. So I'm afraid we're just going to have to. So spoilers, we're about to look at day 2, and like half of the games have been played, I think. So look away now.
Yeah,
Stop watching the pod if you don't want to see this. Actually, no wait. You can see what the thing is. You could talk about what the next matchups are, and I'll just show the
That's
teams.
true.
Yeah.
So up first we have the Nurgle Community College versus the Bare Necessities.
Okay.
Yep.
So Bucket of Lithium against Postron Mike.
From Mike, yeah.
And have they played already?
They have not played yet.
No,
Okay,
they have
cool.
not.
So gonna be an interesting game.
Ben
It is.
Necessities.
Chaos versus Kislev.
Usually that's really good for the Kislev, but
I think I'm going with the Kislev, yeah.
Bucket of
Yeah.
Lithium having an Agi 4 warrior makes me think that he's going to carry the ball on strength 4, and that makes the stealing
That makes second it a lot more difficult.
a lot more difficult. And
However,
also,
he does have full guard that he can just leap into position.
I mean, you say just leap into position; they're all Agi 3.
Yeah,
so
it's still a
now
3+, but
telling
still.
that. Yeah, you haven't played.
I haven't played Kislev, no.
Yeah, because it's not as easy as it's just. Yeah, we're just gonna do some 3+s. No, it doesn't work like that. Even though many Kislev players think that it is, but
no, many people who are about to play Kislev think it is, and then they start playing it and go, "Oh, this doesn't work."
Oh, wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Leaps fail a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Right. Next game up is the last.
Oh wait. Dr Hepp. Who do you think's going to win that one?
All right.
Because
I think Mike.
You think
Yeah,
Mike?
I think Mike.
All right.
Yeah.
Just because, as everyone's saying, because Kislev are better, are going to just get the ball and win type thing.
No, because I know how good Mike is.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of where I was subtly kind of crowbarring towards is I think Mike, but because I'm not sure how experienced Bucket of Lithium is.
This Kislev team is also better than this Chaos team.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So.
But also I think one of the big things about playing against Kislev is people's lack of experience of them. So like not being either
not anticipating the leap.
Well, or more not being able to set up comfortably against the leap, but knowing it's a danger puts people off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
So I know a couple of really good players who complain a lot about not really knowing what to do, as it were, and just that kind of decision paralysis kind of setting in. Does that make sense?
It's understandable because Kislev is a very uncommon team as well, where leap is one of those mindset things, according to me. You could play a Kislev team and not leap once in a single game and still win the game because leap is such a mindset.
Yes.
Alone, especially when you have it across the board.
I totally agree. In fact, like when I started my Kislev team, the intention was not to leap at all. It's like you threaten it, but
I can do this.
I can do it. You have to protect against it, but mostly I'm going to stand around and hit you with guard and mighty blow.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So what's the next matchup? I'm not looking at the matchups so that no one on
the
stream.
next matchup is Last Caress versus Nuffle's Chosen Misfits, which is the Necromantic versus the Goblins.
Okay, and it
has sadly been played already.
Yeah, and people who are paying a lot of attention to the stream may actually have noticed what the result is already because obviously while I was flipping around,
it might have been spoiled at the beginning.
And so also that means we can't really.
We can't really. I mean,
it's Necro against Goblins.
If you know the results, then
the goblins have a hard enough time as it is to face
And against-
a well-built necro team
Mhm.
who have to tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit a bit of tackle, mighty blow, and obviously frenzy is pseudo tackle. One of the frenzy players having mighty blow, and also claw mighty blow to hit the big guys as well,
And also a
Yeah.
bunch of luck.
and guard. Yeah, it's a recipe for disaster for the goblins.
Yeah.
So we're all guessing that maybe the necro are going to win, and in no way is that related to the actual
Nope.
result.
No way related to the actual results.
Okay, should we? Is it worth? I mean, the goblins also would have had, or will have, a wizard maybe. There's quite
I mean,
a big.
it's 600 in inducement.
Yeah.
A bunch of inducements. Yeah.
Ripper, a wizard, and the bribes would be my choice, but
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wait, who's home?
It's the necromantics.
Okay, so the goblins don't get their Nuffle altar.
They do not.
No.
Nope.
So even worse time, so they have to pay the full price for their stars. But yeah,
Yep.
we're all coincidentally going for Necro.
Right. Then up next is a Grim Tale versus the Teenage Ninja Rats.
Yep.
Which
It
has also been played already.
There's a lot of there's a lot of grim going on in this division. I've just noticed.
Yeah. we're all very grim here.
Yeah.
Yes. Very true.
No, but I think in a good world the rats would win because of their agi-ups, and they're quite a faster team than the Nurgle. But I also think that the Nurgle can really outbash the rats.
Yes.
If the rats tend to go imploding. So I'm actually gonna vote here for the Nurgle.
Rats.
I mean, the game has been played already.
Yeah, I know,
but
I'm just.
I'm not looking at it, so I don't know what the result is.
Right.
But rats can run around disturbing presence quite well. So, and they're going to have either a wizard or a bench, depending on what they spend their inducements on. I guess a wizard, and that should win them the game, right? They should.
Yeah.
They should be able to.
I would have gone for rats too if I hadn't known the result.
But
rats against Nurgle, that's really not that good yet.
Yeah.
I guess.
And the rats have a full on ball sacker, ball recovery, and one turner, so that's even with the old good one turner dying, there's still a whole triumvirate of good gutter runners there.
Yep.
Did they? Okay. All right, fine. Well, they have played already.
Yeah. They have played already. Yes.
I'm not going to. All right, fine. So that's 3 of us going for the rats.
Yes.
Cool.
No, I'm going for the Nurgle.
the Nurgle. 2 of us going for the rats.
Hepp was going for the Nurgles.
Yeah,
because I believe in my buddy.
That's very kind of you. So in no way a sympathy vote.
Nope.
All right, moving swiftly on after I've been rude to him again. Sorry.
Up next we have Grinch versus the Tanking Generals.
Another Grin.
Which is Orcs versus Chaos versus my Chaos.
Yeah, and you haven't been played yet.
We have not played yet. No.
Yeah, and you don't have any claw.
I do have claw.
You do have claw.
I have 1.
You have 1. Oh, the guarding one, right?
Yes. Which should hopefully work out.
Yeah.
Against this baby Orc team.
Yeah, what do you think yourself? Who is going to take it home?
I mean, I've got to vote for myself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can vote for yourself, but you can talk about whether you think there's going to be problems,
right? I'm not seeing anything that's really scary on his team, so I think I should win in most of the matchups. Because I should get some removals with my claw.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. The Orcs is gonna be, as Mike is mentioning as well. The Orcs are gonna be very foul happy, I think.
Yes.
But I think you're gonna take this match on the fact that you have a better team than them. and you can literally go pow, 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 and then half the orc team is gonna be gone.
I mean, they're still AV9, like, you know.
Yeah, but claw.
One,
Mighty
like,
blow.
it's still only one
Horn.
claw. It's still, like, in terms of strength, the two teams are the same.
True.
You know, you've got
Pretty much, yeah.
more block and stuff. It's gonna. I mean, I'm like in a world where it's just the two teams facing off. I think it's a close one. Like the orcs are very TV efficient, right? And they're
But
only
keep in mind the orcs also get some inducements.
yeah, they're only 1370,
Yeah, they do.
so they're gonna get like what 270. It's enough for a bribe and a
270,
wizard.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Oh, the orcs are actually stronger than you. That's interesting.
are they? I thought they were the
No,
same.
they're not. I think.
Oh
we're
no,
fine.
no,
We're-
yeah, the
we're-
orcs are one
we're
stronger. One stronger.
One stronger than you.
Which
What?
it's not much.
Yeah. It's not much, but they're one
Oh,
stronger.
because I'm down a warrior. Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, but you're
I
fast.
was like,
You're faster.
is he stronger? Yeah, you're faster.
First I have more mighty blow.
Although actually,
I
he has 1/7
Oh.
as well. So you know.
Mm-hmm.
If now Disco Dave can pull out a really good defensive position, the Orcs is gonna take this. But I think the Mighty Blow Claw is gonna work in your favor and the movement of your team, and you're gonna take it.
All right.
You know, it does depend a bit on if the claw fires, right?
Yeah.
First of all, so there could be just the general nuffling effect of removals, but that could happen either way anyway. You know, the orcs could
I think
even just break your AD8 a few times, and that could be a real problem for you. I actually think you're going to win, but I think that's probably because you look like you might be a better coach from your record generally. Rather than the teams. I think the teams are really close. You know.
I really need to work on protecting that guy because he's gonna get lit. And we have music.
Yeah, phone call. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be close. You've got a. I think the wrestle strip might actually have as much effect as the claw. You know. In terms of.
He does have the thrower with your hands, so.
Yeah, but you know, you just need to. If you slow him up enough, he has to do a bit of running forward, and then.
That's true.
You know, either hand off to someone or you know, you're still wrestling the thrower.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going for your team just because of I think you're more experienced, but I might be wrong.
All right. Well, thank you.
And Postron Mike says it comes down to whether the MB Claw gets removed. I mean, I think a lot is made of Claw Mighty Blow. It's it doesn't win you games that much. Like people always remember the bad games where they get destroyed by Claw Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
But having one is not going to win you this game for certain.
It's not going to automatically win me the game though.
Yeah. And equally, that one player getting removed I don't think it's going to lose you the game either. You know.
All right.
But anyway, so on to the next game.
Next on the schedule.
Which is mine versus T Cold.
Yes.
Dragsters versus Silent Sevilla. And we haven't played yet. We are about to play this Monday, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm literally sitting and gonna hold my thumbs that nothing dies on my team. That is too important.
Right.
So as in you think you're more worried about things dying than winning, or
yeah. Literally my thought process this match that is coming.
I mean, good luck with that.
Thanks.
You will get 280,000, I think, in inducements.
Yeah.
So I have a thrower to buy, so that's a bit less in.
All right.
But we can count around 300 TV inducement.
Yeah.
For my team, which is a wizard and something more fun. But I'm still very worried that my team is gonna go.
It's that's just those tackle pieces are just scary for you. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
If
plus strength, mighty blow, piling on tackle. That's that's
Yeah.
an elf killer.
Yeah, exactly. And I know Norse well enough to say that they are elf killers,
Mhm.
but
Yes.
or tend to be at least. And yeah, I don't know. It's depending on his killer if it's triggering or not,
Yeah.
or if his armor 7 is gonna hold up or not. I think.
Yep. I think so.
I mean, he's got four.
I mean,
He's got 4 mighty blow. So if he can, if you fail
Yeah.
something at an important moment and you've got players who are still in contact, you know that's
Yeah, they're gone. So
yeah.
I think I can win this match, but it's more or less how much of my team is gonna be left.
how much are you willing to sacrifice for?
Yeah, exactly. It's coming down to one of those. I might be able to have to. This is a weird way of saying it, but I might be able to take a loss here to try to save my team, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it comes down to one of those games, but
Yeah.
we will see. We will
Alright.
see.
Just run away.
Yeah, one of those tactics. But also, I like to win, and greed tend to give me that more often than not.
All right. Yeah. I think I'm going with your team here simply because of the stat trick elf.
Okay.
Who's gonna single-handedly win you the game?
Okay. I'm going to go for T Cold because mostly because that last sentence where you said you like being greedy and you like winning, I think you're going to get pitch cleared.
you shouldn't have said it now. Oh
No, now I'm cursed. Now I'm never gonna win.
You
Yeah.
jinxed yourself.
Now I'm cursed. Yep, I jinxed myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna make one like 2+ through tackle. It's gonna fail and everyone's gonna die, and that's gonna be
Yeah, watch
It's
me
just,
do
it's,
the
just
full.
gonna, it's just gonna be turn one. It's just gonna be failed pickups.
Yeah. Watch me do the 4+s in game as I'm gonna try to stream the game.
Okay, cool.
So
All right.
it's gonna be fun.
And you said Monday at some point.
Monday, some point, I will get a schedule out for the division in the Div channel when I
Alright.
get one.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll probably be around to watch it if it's
Right.
at a sane time. Yeah. All right. Next game.
Well, there's two games left then. That's both already been played. But we have the Happy Sons versus the Dark Side.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So the Dark Elves against the Orcs,
Yes.
and they've already played. So
They have already.
the TV we're seeing might not be the TV they're going into. They are going into the game with. Were going into the game with. I'm not sure which way around to put it. And the fact that the ball-carrying orc has got a level up suggests something's happened.
Just he might have scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
So they went in. The Happy Sons went in at 16-15. The Dark Elf went in at 15-10
All right.
into this match.
So
that's
that's 100. That's like 2 babes,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, if he wanted, he could. Does he have? Did he have any spare cash? Is the thing that I'm wondering.
He has
More or
150
less.
now, so I don't think so.
Yeah, no, he probably not. Because what the difference was between I was thinking was if he bought out a wizard or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think so though.
I don't think so. This match is scary, even though you have that amount of blodge on the Dark Elf team, mainly because of the Troll Orc team that have a lot of Mighty Blow and Tackle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're very TV efficient with all their block. So block for the Dark Elves doesn't do much at this point.
Yeah.
Neither does the blodge.
Because basically the orcs are safe hitting, you know, because they've got. They're not gonna turn over when they hit. They get to hit a lot. They're gonna get powers. They're gonna get breaks. And thanks for following me, Gruff, as well as Pos from Mike earlier. If I don't know if I said that. Sorry.
It's gonna be one of those matches where
I think it would be like a close match with maybe a slight advantage for the Orcs. I think.
Yeah.
I think I think the Orcs have quite a good advantage. They've got quite a lot of tackle. We saw they picked a third tackle specifically for this game.
Mhm.
You know, they just, as long as they can get the ball into a cage, they win by grinding the other team to paste. I reckon.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, last game.
Last game is then the Kingfisher Knights versus the Arrogant Bar Stewards. It's the humans versus the High Elves.
And the High Elves getting quite a lot of inducements. Well, you said that
It has already been played.
It has already been
Yeah.
played.
Yes.
And so
Going in at 1770 for the humans and 1820 for the High Elves.
who are now at
So, yes,
1300.
they did indeed lose a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So are the High Elves a team that could still win even though they get pummeled? That's the question.
That is indeed the question. I mean, they've got the stats for it, certainly.
Yeah, they definitely got the stats for it.
The humans can actually keep up with them in speed, though.
I mean, you talk about Norse being elf killers, but humans, to me, are the team that I pick if I think I'm going to be in an elf-heavy environment.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, because humans tend to be that half and half team that is good and so they are good at bash versus an agile team, but they're bad at agility versus an agility team. But they're still as fast as them, so they can actually kind of keep up with the pace.
I mean, humans are basically the third fastest team after
Yes,
rats
after
and wood elves.
Skaven and wood elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they lack the bash acceptability. Like when they are facing bash, they were leaning towards their agility side, and when they are facing agility, they're leaning towards the bash side.
Yes.
Which this human team is actually lent towards the bash side.
Yeah, which
you
would
think?
work in
I think this is a fairly normally leveled human team, except for the extra agility on the thrower and the movement catcher. You know, everything else looks pretty standard. I think they're more agility. They're because you know.
I mean, they do have the thrower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of the agility throw, I can agree to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that one.
And also, you know, they've got a Saka catcher, which is, you know, for a team that have, you know, so many like you could have a blitzer that could do the same job, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's interesting to choose a strength 2 player just because he's got one more movement to be.
I mean, he is basically now just a blitzer.
Yeah.
With the minus MA.
Oh, I was thinking about the wrestle Dauntless.
Oh, the wrestle Dauntless strip, right?
I mean,
I thought you were talking about the other one.
Yeah, no. I was thinking about like the first catcher is a ball sacker, isn't he?
Yeah,
exactly. Yep.
In fact, I didn't really think about it, but it's fairly unusual to have 3 catchers in a human team. In my experience.
Actually. Yeah, it is.
It is. Yeah, most of them go with 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I guess he can have that because of the cheap way of linemen. So he's actually replacing linemen. It seems like he has been fairly beneficial with his team to keep them alive as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I also think it's the plus strength catcher really, you know, is effectively not really a catcher at the moment. You know?
Yeah, exactly. He's a glorified lineman at best.
I'm not sure about keeping him on the team actually, because he is 160 now for basically an overpriced blitzer.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, with dodge, he's a blodge.
With blodge, yeah, with blodge.
Still,
I mean, yeah, it's one of those.
I've just realised he's a Bretonian knight. That's what he is. He's a Bretonian knight with dodge and tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Bretonian knight without the only thing he needs is Dauntless.
Yeah,
and he's a Bretonian knight.
Please, Wrinkles, if you're watching this, please just give him Dauntless.
I mean, it's the worst skill choice possible, but you know, yeah, sure.
Just to make a meme.
Yeah, and this has happened already. And but anyway, I'm going to assume that partly because it's humans against high elves, but also because the High Elves have lost 500 TV.
Yeah.
That
I-
may be the humans
I
win this
would
one.
go for the humans here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mention that you guys were just gonna have a fun recap next week,
All right. Yeah.
and there's a
Probably.
little glimpse of surprise. waiting for you guys.
Okay. I'm carefully not looking at the results, so I've got no idea.
Yeah.
Which way that surprise is going to be.
All right. Considering the records of the teams as well, I think the humans have a slight advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord
Yeah, I
Owls,
think the humans.
he's been playing a lot of games recently. I think he's in Imperium as well. So
That's true.
Ah, I see, I
Yeah.
see.
yeah, and I've faced him. I've played quite a lot in Imperium. I think he's played quite a lot as well. So it's getting the games in, as it were.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Well, we're done. Just in
Yeah,
just in time
that was
because
the
I've
final
got
game.
another recap in 5 minutes.
There you go.
We can keep this
Perfect.
going for 5 minutes and then you can switch instantly.
No, I need a 4 minute. Go and get more
Bathroom
water
break.
and see if my next co-host is actually available.
All right.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. Oh, he's definitely on.
All right.
But he might be waiting for us to finish before he joins the channel.
That's nice of him.
So
very nice of him.
yeah, thanks for joining us, Dr. Hepp.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And
It was fun.
and see an hour and 45 minutes. It's not that long a time, is it?
All right.
Times go by fast when you have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Maybe one day I'll manage to
Do the speed.
talk less.
Maybe one day we'll get a recap done in like under an hour.
I mean, let's do a speedrun version like the other speedrun, except the speedrun's still an hour and 15 minutes. How about that?
I mean, we just had to beat our previous record, right?
Oh, I'm going to ask if I can be on the speedrun recap and then just take as long as I possibly can.
Take 2 hours. Yeah.
Wow. Meme city.
I mean, yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny though.
That's actually a meme. That's one I would like to see.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
well, you heard it here first, folks.
Yep.
All right. So I still need to work out how to end these things, but I guess I'll be back in 5 minutes. Is how this one is ending.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can catch me at twitch./drhepp_. Yeah, exactly. Twitch/drhepp.
Yeah.
And it's underscore there. And you can catch my recaps as I did recap Div 4B and 5C.
Ah, when are you doing the 4B one? Because someone was asking about that.
I'm doing that Thursday.
Ah,
I
okay.
replied to him
Ah, okay, cool.
immediately.
Excellent. Well, I
And-
misread it, and I thought it was someone asking about 4D, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was
Starting in
like,
5
we're
minutes.
going up. Yeah,
Oh, no,
'cause
wait a second.
I
It's
going
typed
live
that
right
as well,
now.
and then I reread it. I was like, yeah, no, he was actually asking for mine.
You didn't
Yeah.
want to recap your own division?
No,
No.
I wanted to first, but then I realized that, yeah, no, I don't want to see these faces like twice or thrice.
All right.
So.
Pro L's not getting the love,
Yeah, well, and also I want to see what others think about my team.
Ah, okay. Cool. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say goodbye
See you
then.
guys around.
All right, I think we're
Bye.
leaving it at that. Yeah. Bye.
Cheers. Goodbye.